So let's get straight into it though. Today I'm talking about strength, man. We need to learn how to build inner strength. You know, you get inner strength from those trials that you fight, those battles that you go through, those valleys that you're in, the darkness. Because when you are at your weakest, that's when you can be at your strongest. That's when you learn how to pick yourself up, learn what you really have inside of you. Because it's really what's on the inside that counts. You know, a lot of people don't want to grow or they don't want to fight because they don't know how to get to where they want to go. They say, dang, you know what? I'd rather sit here on this couch than go out there and hustle and try to see my way out of this dark tunnel. You know, you got to understand you are the light in the tunnel. There's no reason for you to look at the light at the end of the tunnel. You already lighting it up. How you think you illuminating your path walking through that tunnel? How you think you getting through there? Because you are the light. You are your own guide. You are going to guide yourself to the destiny, to the future that you want to live in each and every single day. Man, people don't want to put themselves out there for fear of being seen instead of having excitement of growth. Yes, yes, let's go, man. I was presenting today and I had more wrongs than I did good. And I was like, dang, you know what? But I was still excited. I was still happy, positive. Because why? I know I'm inching closer and closer to my destiny. I know every time that I put myself out there and just risk it all and say, you know what? I'm going to try to be the best version of myself. And I'm going to just look to grow my skills. I know that's an opportunity for me to become the best me. You know, I'm not looking at things as excuses on why not to do them. I'm looking at reasons to do them. You know, you got to have that mindset when you're going towards your dreams and goals. Man, I was working out today too. And I picked up a weight and it was so heavy. And I said to myself, I'm about to lift this. You know, but then the doubt started to creep in. Maybe I can go down. Maybe I should just protect my shoulder and not do what I need to do. See, that's where I was tripping at. You know, sometimes we like to use these excuses of us being comfortable, us being at this level where we want to be at instead of pushing past our limits. That ceiling that we set on ourselves so we can grow and be somebody that we never even seen for ourselves. You know, we have to push past our own limits. That's the only way we'll get there. See, you don't grow when you're doing 3 sets of 10 on the 10th rep. You do it on the 11th one. The one that has a lot of resistance, a lot of adversity. You got to stress your muscles out. Listen, you got to be like that seed that goes into the ground when that dirt gets put on it and it gets packed down and then the rain, the storm just starts hitting it. And you be like, oh, I don't know how I'm going to see my way out. Then you just start to grow. You start to see progress. You start to see results. You say, damn, maybe I can really do this. Maybe I can really build this confidence. See, that's why before you even go to the battle, you have to have that same confidence, that same wherewithal, being able to know that you can win any battle that you head into. Man, listen, the true golfers know that it's strength versus power. Strength always gonna win. Because you could have the biggest golfer and he just take his driver and he slings it and he hits it down the fairway, but the person with the strength gonna hit it farther. Why? Because that person with strength has flexibility. He has ease of use. He knows that, you know, he can, contort his body in the way that he needs to. See, when you have strength, you know that you were built from the ground up. And so when you see new obstacles and situations that try to deter you from being you understand that you can take it and use it for your good. You saying, dang, I ain't at step one. That step 1 and 0 was all the way back there. You know, when I had to fight from where I was at, I'm at a new step. I'm able to use all of the strength that I gained from my previous trials and use it into the here and now, to my present, to be walking to my glorious future. You got to have that mindset when you're going into your trials, and that's only going to make you stronger. It's only going to make you wiser. It's only going to help you to learn how to be a better fighter, because you build character through that losing. You know what I'm saying? I was playing basketball yesterday and I was winning, and you ever won so much you was just like, man, I'm done. I'm about to quit because I ain't even have fun no more. You know, I just got tired of winning. And I told my boy who was on the team with me, I said, bro, you know, we won so much, we had to quit. He's like, yeah. And then God was like, He's like, that ain't how we rock. And I had to think to myself, oh yeah, you know what? You know, first 21, 22 years of my life, I was just winning. you know, and then I took a deep tumble and I've been losing ever since. I was like, dog, now I learned how to respect losing. Now I look at my wins as I look at my losses. I learned how to keep them level, keep them grounded. I can't get my emotions inside of it. I just have to keep learning how to fight. See, you got to learn how to treat your wins as your losses. You got to learn how to treat your bad days as your good days, because that's where you learn how to gain strength when you at your weakest. And that strength is able to make you whole. It's able to make you to grow into that person that you need to become. So always have that mindset when you're going after your dreams and goals, that your strengths and weakness are actually working out for you. You know, it's your boy J-Mo, man. Let me know what you think about this video, man. I'm out of here. Peace.